Lock it in now. Outcast. Outcast. This is Outcast. 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 This is Outcast. Outcast. This is Outcast. 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 This is Outcast. Outcast. Boxes on the table, timer on the wall. Everybody watching, waiting on the call. Freshly rap dreams, gotta take that chance. One pull, one hit, change the whole damn plan. Numbers on the screen, names get drawn. Moment gets heavy when the seal is gone. No rewind button, no delay. You feel it in your chest when the pack gives way. Hold your breath, feel the weight now. This is where the breaks down. This is Outcast, out. This is Outcast. Heartbeat breaks under pressure. Feel the shake every week, we feel. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. This is Outcast. Heartbeat break when the moment said, stay hands up. Eyes locked in. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. This is Outcast. Outcast. This is Outcast. Gold ain't flash in the low light glow. Heartbeat spike when the numbers show. Could be nothing, could be everything. That's the rush that the cardboard brings. This is Outcast. Heartbeat breaks. No fear, no escape. Every box is a battlefield. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. Outcast. This is Outcast. in now. Outkast. This is Outkast. Outkast. This is Outkast. Outkast. This is Outkast. Outkast. This is Outkast. Boxes on the table, timer on the wall. Everybody watching, waiting on the call. Freshly wrapped dreams, gotta take that chance. One pull, one hit, change the whole damn plan. Numbers on the screen, names get drawn. Moment gets heavy when the seal is gone. No rewind button, no delay. You feel it in your chest when the pack gives way. Hold your breath, feel the weight now. This is where it breaks down. This is Outkast, out. This is Outkast. Heartbeat breaks to the pressure, feel the shake. Every week we feel. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. Heartbeat breaks when the moment says stay hands up, eyes locked in. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. This is Outkast. Gold ain't flash in the low light glow. Heartbeat spike when the numbers show. Could be nothing, could be everything. That's the rush that the cardboard brings. This is Outkast. Heartbeat breaks. No fear, no escape. Every box is a battlefield. Yeah, we're always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. Always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. This is Outkast. Out. Always bringing the fire. Outkast. Always bringing the fire. Outkast. Always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. This is Outkast. This is always bringing the fire. Outkast. This is Outkast. Always bringing the fire. Outkast. Always bringing the fire. Always bringing the fire. Always bringing up. I'll get in now. I'll get in now. I'll get on pants. This is Outkast. I'll get always bringing the fire. I'll get in now. I'll get in now. Always bringing the fire. Always bringing the fire. This is Outkast. This is Outkast. Always bringing the fire. Always bringing the fire.
What's going on, everybody? Wow, how about no focus? Hey, camera, you want to focus here? Get in the game. All right, there we go. Camera's just not wanting to focus tonight. What's going on, everybody? This is Outcast Hobby Breaks, where we always bring the fire. We had some fire last Wednesday, and we are going to hopefully kick it off again tonight with some more fire. We've got a break from last week that we're going to run right now. It's break 26-137, which is going to be our WWE Topps Chrome Hobby Box that's been sitting on the shelves for a little bit. Now that WrestleMania is finally complete, we'll have that to run tonight. We also have a lineup of 3 other breaks. We've got 26-143, which is going to be our 5 boxes of Topps Chrome football and our Silhouettes hobby box, followed by our Baseball Heritage Prospect Edition 2-box break, and then we'll close the night out with our Pokemon break. So what's going on, Andrew? What's going on, John? So, hey, Josh, I'm gonna make a deal with you. Did you see what serial number lines up against that top spot right there? So Josh bought a WWE spot for my kids, and as we did our serial number random tonight, the 1 spot got random to me and my kids. So I'm going to repay that favor forward. Josh, if we hit a monster WWE 101 Superfractor card, I'll split it with you. If it's not an AJ Styles card and we hit a monster 101 card tonight, I'm splitting it with you as a repayment and a appreciation for doing that for my kids. So I wanted to mention that there because I saw that number hit and I went, oh my. All of the sorting for a couple weeks ago has been done. And the shipments for everything I had from the last update to the shipment tracker has been completed. I have been a little bit slow with getting the next couple sorted because we just spent all week in New Jersey. You guys saw I brought back some products from New Jersey. Some oldies, but some goodies that we will run later this week and some next week. You got a Ray Phoenix from a 26 Topps Chrome. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Is that a blaster? Speaking of WWE Topps Chrome, I have 3 mega boxes that are going to go up again tomorrow for break. We're going to do the same format, but I will note that Roman and Liv Morgan will not be available for picks and the wrestlers because they are the buyback cards. So they inherently come with value. Obviously, I put this break up a long time ago, so it was kind of fair game for everybody as I had announced it. So that one is what it is. But I also have 20 blasters of WWE Chrome. And we'll do other breaks of that next week as well. So my travel this week got canceled, so we've got at least 2 full weeks worth of breaks on tap. So Mega Box. Was it one you bought in the shop, or did you buy it at Target? I put Mega Boxes in the shop. All right. I do have the tags already in this one. I have not run the randoms for the other breaks yet. There was a couple folks that were dragging the mail a little bit on their payments, so I was waiting on them. That did pertain to the other breaks. But we'll just run those randoms as we run across it tonight. So I think I swear the cat's outside my door again. Last one at Target. Last box magic, man. Last box magic is no joke. All right, balance paid. All right, so I've got two people kind of dragging the mail on me a little bit on their payments. Let me just tag them. I think it's the rest of the basketball. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Yep. Let's see what it is. So no reason to go tour the store tonight because everything's been claimed and everything is set to run tonight. So so we'll skip that part. I'll get your all your serial numbers in here. Thank you all for filling the breaks. That helps tremendously. And it's going to help make everything go a lot smoother. Also, you all who have been helping out trying to find Topps Chrome boxes, I do appreciate it. In the end, it helps a lot for us to kind of build what breaks we do because we are the trouble with Topps Chrome, as you all are still seeing, is that there is some. You can end up getting a monster box and hit a huge card, or there's there's a massive dud type situation out there. So those dud situations are very hard to manage. And when you're trying to look at boxes that are, $1,200, there's just so little that you can do with that product. It's just straight out of public. I thought I heard the cat crying at my door. Can't remember. But thank you those who have been helping kind of find some of this Topps Chrome product, and so we can bring it to the group and do the rips here. So I appreciate that tremendously. Speaking of somebody, so Kathy, I don't want to let him in. The problem is he doesn't like it when I close the door. Then I leave the door open. If the cat would lay in the room with the door closed, I'd be okay with it. But as soon as I close the doors, it's like, oh, I can't get out. I don't mind when he lays in here, as long as he's not licking himself. I don't mind when he lays in here, but good Lord. It's like you close the door and he's like, oh no, I'm trapped forever. It's like, no, cat. It's fine. I'm leaving too at some point here. Pets. All right. I am going to write down all of your serial numbers here. Kathy, I will get you. Okay, Kathy, I'll get you that shipping label here at some point before I go to bed tonight. All right. Get all of your all's numbers here. All right, so today is 4/20. I got John S. A lot of good sports on tonight. We got the Raw After Mania, but I've got the Knicks versus the Hawks on tonight. So that's actually been a pretty solid game so far. All right. I got John with 32. I got Josh G with 23. Sean. Andrew, where's your serial number? You said hi, but then you didn't give me a serial number. Where's your serial number 13 that you normally always give me? Sean S. 107. Sean, I checked Dick's Sporting Goods today, and they said that they only typically get one shipment of product. They don't typically get like the Target or Walmart methodologies where they get the multiple shipments over and over. So they said it's unlikely they will get any more. So what they had last week, they probably ran out at this point. Did you buy any Chrome football? John, did you see, by the way, that you hit the 101 bounty? You're the first one at the 101 bounty last week, and you got $60 in break credit? Because you hit the 101 Dolphins card. Lisa, who's racking up her break credit, although she's hit a bit of a stagnant. You haven't seen a 22 in, I think, like 5 breaks. It's unheard of. Soldier Jackson Dart Silver from Select for $30. That's solid. It's not bad, Liam. Did you guys come and get your... Liam, did you guys get your cards from the shop? You got a bunch of them stacking up there. Oh, dude, that Connor Griffin, absolutely. I saw your message. Yeah, I'll see where you are on your shipment. If you don't, if you're not at your 10, then I'll send you what the shipping cost is. I don't know, dude. Greg, I can't tell you when it comes to notifications how unreliable they are. It's ridiculous. 8 and 76. Yep, it's 8 and 76. Andrew 13. Greg 28. Tomorrow's breaks, just so since I got everyone here early, we will have. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. By the way, this is Superfractor. This is Superfractor bounty eligible. I guess. All right, if I hit the Superfractor bounty, I'll figure out something to do with it. Since I've got serial number 1 in this box. What was I going to say? Hey. So how many of you guys... So how many of you guys... all right. Brain reset. All right, we're going to run 26-137. This is Topps Chrome Hobby. Awesome. Glad you saw that, Ja. That was a nice hit, too. This is a Pick Your Wrestler serial number break. We will do more of this week. We'll do 3 mega boxes tomorrow going up, and then we'll do blasters next week. Roman and Liv Morgan are your buyback credit folks. If you want to use your buyback towards break credit, you can trade it in with me, and I will give you the equivalent of break credit for the card because I can use the buybacks. We also are doing these cards by serial number. So I've got serial number 1 is going to go to my kids, as well as AJ Styles. Joshua is going to get the Undertaker in spot 9. David Leprano is going to get Julia in spot 2. Tanner's got Hulk Hogan in spot 7. Chad's got Roman Reigns spot 3. Rich Schaefer's got Stone Cold, Liv Morgan spots 5 and 4. Todd Burrow's got The Rock spot 8. Brian Tanner's got Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes at spot 6 and spot 0. So this box has been marinating for a while, so you know what happens when you get a box that marinades. Good things happen. This is the only hobby I got of this, and kind of given how long this one took to fill, I kind of probably was good in that respect. But WrestleMania was this weekend. I know after the Knicks game's over, I'll put on the Raw after WrestleMania, but I gotta say, my opinion of WrestleMania was kind of meh. I think the Oba Brock match was great. I think it hit just right. Maybe could have been a smidge longer. I did not see Brock retiring at the end of that. That threw me off. Watching Morbid while watching your feed. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. The Roman Punk match was, I think, what I expected, which was supposed to be a really good match. The only thing that I felt gave away that match was Roman's comment that said, if I don't win the title, that I'm done here and I'm not going to wrestle in WWE anymore. There's no fat chance in heck that they're going to let that happen. So that kind of, I felt like, gave away I feel like that gave away the ending. Like when you make comments like that, when you know for a fact someone's not retiring and it's not a retirement match, it's just like you just pretty much spoil the entire storyline at that point. That was my feelings. A lot of the other matches, the Intercontinental match was okay. I mean, good. I mean, it's a ladder match, so that was good. I did like seeing we've got Demon Finn back. And I felt like he kind of tried to push his back to his persona from years ago, shaved his beard and everything. So that was kind of cool. But the Saturday night, I didn't think was that great. I didn't think it was that interesting. I barely watched it. I kind of read the notes. So, all right. So we're going to kick it off here. Good luck to everybody. We got 2 autographs in this one. We're going to kick it off with a Ridge Holland that's going to go. So if you're not serial numbered on the front, so remember it's left to slash unless it's the wrestler you picked. Otherwise, we're going to go by the numbering on the back of the cards. In this case, 128, so spot 8. We got JD McDonough, who definitely was a trooper last night in the ladder match. Spot 9. Ivar, who might be on the chopping block for getting released. Spot 1. Damian Priest. Spot 3. Montez Ford, which we never saw him at all. We've got a women's division. Lyra Valkyria, very nice. Numbered to 50. That's a gold. Montez spot 0. Lyra Valkyria, that is 32 of 50. Going to spot 2 and David Leprano. He gave it away. He gave it away when he said he was leaving the company if he didn't win. There's no way. We got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Scope going to Brian Tanner. It's a kind of sweet looking card right there. That's going to be, well, it's not going to get any spot because Brian Tanner's got it. And a Jordan Grace refractor going to spot 6. I felt like I don't know. Like, I felt like we could have done better on one backwards card. All right. I guess we'll go like this. 13 for Ken. You got it. All right. We got a Brynlin Reese hyper. That's going to go to spot 9. Triple H. Spot 4. Brooks Jensen. Spot 4. Lita. Spot 1. Zoe Stark. We haven't seen her in forever. I know she's been on the shelf. Spot 0. Dexter Loomis. First autograph is a Fallon Henley. That is going to go to spot 9. 19 of 25 future stars. Nice going to Josh. Loomis is spot 1. That's a sweet future stars card. Fallon Henley. Real low numbered. Probably means our next auto is a dud. But there you go, Josh. Nice Fallon Henley for you. And a Kiana James on the women's division going to spot 7. I did like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair's ring attire with the kind of yin-yang with the moth and the butterflies and Alexa's tribute to Bray. I wondered if that's a sign of her going towards the Wyatt Six. Wasn't sure. I doubt it, but I don't know. The match, didn't care for the Pat McAfee angle. Didn't care for Jelly Roll's involvement. What is that in the back there? All right. Got Bubba Ray Dudley going to spot 2. Carmelo Hayes going to spot 0. Booker T, 5-time. Go to spot 1. Alba Fire going to spot 4. Raquel Rodriguez going to spot 4. 95 of 399 going to spot 5. The original Americano Grande, El Grande. Chad Gable. What is this mess? It's like a dragon scale. Oh. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty sick. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin 316 card. That's pretty cool. 30 years of what? Wow, that's cool. Stone Cold going to Rich Schaefer. Nice card. And a Shinsuke Nakamura on the Pulsar. That is not numbered. Going to spot 6. Cool Stone Cold card. That is correct. Where's the 32, right? Yep, that is correct. Thank you. John Stevener kicks us off again. John, that's like 3 nights in a row you've gotten $5 in break credit. You're on a streak right now, man. I don't know why that number doesn't jump out at me sometimes. Let me double check. 19. I think it's because I came off a vacation. I just got to get my mind into it. All right. 32. Good for $5. 19s. No 19s and no 95s. Yes, sir. Good catch. All right. Let's keep it going. I will say the Topps Chrome stuff does look really good. Tommaso Ciampa, who is now in AEW, spot 6. Jada Parker, spot 6. Ricky Saints, spot 4. LA Knight, who I'm not a big fan of, spot 7. Ren Sinclair, spot 6. Sheamus, and Viral Shock Seth Rollins on the Heist of the Century card. Sheamus spot 9, and Paul Heyman on the Refractor going to spot 4, and the Seth Rollins going to spot 7. And of course, Aiden's not wanting to sleep tonight. Might have to go check on him here in a second, so bear with me. Lillian Garcia, spot 2. Aleister Black, spot 8. Ivy Nile, spot 1. Solo Sikoa, spot 3. Kairi Sane, spot 4. And Zaria, Zaria is going to be your NXT auto. It's a non-numbered auto going to the R spot. I think that's spot 7. Hold on. I have a cheat sheet up here. Trying to count. It didn't work. R, spot 8. That's going to the 8. That is going to go to Todd on the Zaria. Very nice. It's a nice auto right there. Man, some sports athletes could take a lesson from some of these autos. Knicks are starting to run away with this game over here against the Hawks. It's been a solid box so far. Chelsea Green on the women's division. That's going to spot 8. And the negative of John Cena. Let's go to spot 2. Going to David. That'd be you, Todd. Nice Zaria. Nice negative on the Cena. No one had Cena tonight. Well, we knocked the autos out of the back gate. Let's hope we can find some numbered stuff. Well, Chad, there you go. And that's actually be worth a little bit more because that's a Pulsar. Talatonga, Spot 9, Carmen Petrov. Spot 4, Jacob Fatu. Spot 5, Santos Escobar, who's been out for a while. Spot 4, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Spot 9, 175 of 299. That's Endris Enofe. There's 175 of 299 going to spot 5. That's Rich. We got a Sheamus Scope. And an OTC, Roman Reigns. I believe that's a $40 buyback right there on the non-numbered Pulsar. So there you go, Chad. That's a $40 card right there for you. All right. Well, that's one buyback card right there. Why is he going bonkers?
Because he wants 10 waters, he said.
Yeah. He ain't getting 10 waters.
He already had 2 waters. And he's like, water. I said, no. He's like, water. I said, you already had 2. 10 waters. I'm like, no. And he said, oh my gosh.
Oh, he said something to me tonight that I was like, what? I can't remember what he said to me.
And then he got mad at me and I went to the door and he said, shut the door. And I said, I love you. And he said, shut the door. And I was like, first, I love you, mommy. And he started laughing. I'm like, I'm not shutting the door until you tell me.
Nice. Nice.
But now he's in a mood because he wants
10 waters.
more water. I'm like,
Right.
we've had 2 cups of water. We're not going to have more.
Right. Children.
He just doesn't want me to sit down.
No. Why would he?
I haven't yet, so.
That one's being good.
Yeah. I still got to make their lunches for tomorrow, but now I just want to sit down.
All right. We got X-Pac. Spot 2, Brilliant Wright Reese. Spot 9, Maxime Dupree. Spot 7, Nomar Dar. Spot 0, JBL. Spot 0, Coco Beware. Yeah, that's a throwback. Spot 3, Scope of Tony D'Angelo and a negative of Lexus King. Spot 2 on the Scope and Lexus King on the negative. Spot 6. These negatives are pretty sharp. They're probably some of the best looking negatives that they've done. I love you too, audience. She's been cold hands lately. She don't even want to touch the cards. She just comes in, takes all the brick credit, and runs. Tanner, 63, and Dennis, 24. Got you guys down. All right. So hopefully I've scoped the breaks pretty good this week. Got a hell of a deal on some 2025 Panini Black. Those small little black boxes we did earlier this year. Garbage Scale Hill would be good, yeah. Kofi Kingston, spot 6. Lyra Valkyria, spot 8. Wes Lee, spot 0. The Undertaker, old school Undertaker, spot 3. CM Punk was abandoned by Chad. Poor CM. Spot 9. Bronco Nima and a family tree of The Rock and Rocky Johnson. That's going to go to the Rock spot. Nice family tree card. And then an Angel, spot 6. The Bronco Nima was spot 3. Wow, Aiden is just losing his mind tonight. He used to be like our best sleeper. He could just literally, like when we were on vacation in New Jersey, that kid just rolled over and went to sleep. He's gotten home and he's like, nah. I feel like we could have done more with these family tree cards, but I don't know. They probably look good in parallels. All right, we got 4 packs left in this one. Hit some pretty solid cards. Well, there you go again, Chad. Chad's got $80 of rate credit coming at him. Stephanie Valcare, that's going to the Valcare spot. Zelina Vega going to spot 9. Zarya going to spot. They made the numbers on these so small. Spot 8. Drew McIntyre, spot 6. Extra piece of a card. Channing stacks Tatum. We got 171 of 275 for Angel. Again, let's go into the 1 spot. Spot 8 for Stacks Lorenzo. Thea Hale on the women's division going to spot 2. And then another $40 in break credit going to the Roman Reigns spot, which is going to be Chad. Yes, it is a buyback, Liam. Anything Liv Morgan is a buyback based on her win at WrestleMania. You know they don't get once the there's a deadline on how long you have to use them for the buyback side, right, Chad? Like they won't stay buyback. They'll only stay buyback for like 3 months. And then they'll go back to being like $1, $2 cards probably. It's kind of like with the baseball one where there was a limited period of the buyback works. Okay. No, it was only Liv Morgan and Roman. Honestly, Chad, what I would tell you to do with those cards, I would take your buyback credit and go get yourself something nice with it. And then once the buyback's over, go rebuy the cards at like $2 and $3 a pop. Because they're going to drop severely in value after the buyback. Especially those parallels, they'll be like $5 cards once the buyback's over. That's what I would do. Charlie Dempsey, spot 3. Sean Spears, spot 6. Joe Gacy, spot 3. Stevie Turner, spot 7. Ray Phoenix, spot 9. Tyra May Steele, spot 4. Naomi on the scope, that's going to spot 9. And who? Berto, spot 2. Yeah, so Penta's nothing. Ooh, nice 3 from Cap. All right. We got 2 packs left here. Well, if you're going to, just so you know, I'm not going to, there's a point I will cut off on when I take them for credit, because if I can't take them to a shop, end of the break. Okay, I was going to say end of the credit. I said, don't be waiting until the last day when the credit is eligible, because I ain't going to take them anymore. Bianca Belair, spot 3. Grayson Waller, spot 7. Asuka, spot 7. Gunther, spot 8. I didn't care for that match. It was just them bringing back Braun Breaker. That's all it was. New Jack, spot 0. Johnny Gargano. Silver scope of Tiffany Stratton. Gargano was spot 5. Stratton on this refractor scope is spot 2. And Joaquin Wilde, spot 1. All right, 1 pack left in our first WWE Chrome break. Junkyard Dog. All right, last pack. Axiom, spot 1. Kevin Nash, spot 4. Typhoon, spot 9. Bret the Hitman Hart, spot 0. Ethan Page. And we got a 69 of 75. That's a Zelina Vega. Page, spot 3. Then we got a Nia Jax women's division, spot 7, and a Junkyard Dog, spot 2 on the negative. All Aiden is just not having it tonight. All right, let's do a recap, and we'll go on to our football break. All right. Not a bad hobby box. Not a bad hobby box. It's a very women's division on that box, but some solid cards in there for sure. All right, we got 95 of 399, Chad Gable. Zelina Vega, 69 of 75, going to spot 9, going to Josh. Family Tree for The Rock. Lexus King negative. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Austin 13, 30 years of Austin. Angel, 171 of 275, spot 1. 175 of 299, Indris Inofe. Roman Reigns on 2 parallel cards, good for $80 of credit. John Cena on the negative, going to spot 2. Zarya going to spot 8 based on the R. Lyra Valkyria, spot 2 out of 50 for the women's division. It's a nice card. And a Fallon Henley, 19 of 25. Yes, I saw your text. I'm going to go do that for you. All right. We are going to run the random for the football break. I'm going to put it on a little bit of an extended one so I can go give my child some water. So I'm going to set you all up with a Italian brain rot race. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock on this one so I can go take care of Aiden, because he does not want to relax. All right. Now he's making himself cough. Awesome. All right. Let me get you guys set up on this. Yeah, I know. I can hear him. He's decided that he just wants to go crazy tonight. All right. Here's your Italian brain rot. This is the random for football. Correct. I'll take the cards. You'll have $80 of credit put back with me. That is correct. I'm giving it as a 1-for-1. All right. Here's your brain rot. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit. All right. This is for the top 7 spots for Giants NIL. And yeah, Jonathan NIL / non-NFL cards. All right. 3, 2, 1, you're off. Number. All right, coming to the finish line here. Becky taking the top spot. All right. Becky? Just give him a gallon of water, she says. All right, let me copy this list. So we show you the top 7. Becky, as the top spot, I'm going to give you a choice. If you guys are here in the break, I'm going to give you choices. That character's literally hurt my brain. All right. And break this down. Did one of those 3. Hold on. Try to get this to work right. All right. Oh, still want to do it. Still want to play nice. All right. 142. All right. I got these set here. Give me 1 second, and I will get all of these put in the appropriate spots. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted. Copy and paste is failing me right now. Copy. All right. Becky, I'm going to give you a choice. This break has 5 spots are going to get the Giants in one of these Topps Chrome blaster boxes. The other 2 spots are going to get 2 packs each in the silhouettes, where you get the NIL and the Giants in this one. You don't get Jackson Dart in this, but you could hit Eli Manning autos and other legend Giant players, as well as Arch Manning and any NIL player. Becky, would you prefer to have the Giants in a Topps Chrome blaster box, or would you consider to have the Giants in the NIL in silhouettes? And what you're going to choose is how this plays out. So who's my 6'7", folks? So Brian Tanner and CJ are my 6'7". So Kathy, Becky, I'm giving you the choice. Do you want a Chrome blaster or do you want a silhouettes? If you say a silhouettes, I'm going to do top 2 as silhouettes and the bottom 5 are going to be Chrome. Giving you guys some choice. You want silhouette? All right. So then we're going to put that to the side. So Becky and Ken, you guys are going to get 2 packs each in silhouette. Spots 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. CJ, Brian, Spencer, Ja, Corey. You guys are going to get Giants in a Chrome blaster. So, all right. Let me get the tags in for this one. And we are about ready to get started. Literally, Aiden just pounded that water and just threw it on the floor. Oh, child, my child. Man, this Knicks game is kind of a bit crazy. It's a way higher score game than I would have anticipated it being. All right. Getting these tags in. So we've got break. Do I think the Topps Chrome football cards look good? Yes. Do I think we are massively overpaying for the cards? Yes. I would tell you all my opinion of the Topps Chrome market right now would be, if you hit a big card that is not your personal PC card, is not somebody from your team that you care about, of who you want to collect, I would sell it now, because I feel like as we go along and we get further down the pipe with more products and more things come out, that we will see those prices start to come down as we flood the market more with more of those cards and more of those products. We'll see those prices start to kind of fade their way down. So I would sell now while it's hot and just let it ride. Otherwise, I would say I'd be patient. I think you probably, if you're looking at doing hobby boxes, I would say most of the cards you could buy from a hobby box, that would be cost of a hobby box. You could probably just buy the single by itself. I don't see this. I don't see hobby boxes at this price for the first product out being what's supposed to be considered the more affordable, the funner rip, the thing that, people go to the store and buy and open with their kids. For that particular hobby box to be sustainable in the long run at those prices. I think, especially given the economy and the way that gas prices are, and if they continue to stay up, I think you'll start to see people start to shed unnecessary expenses, and cards will be one of those ones they start shedding, if it's the difference of having food on your table or having a box of hobby cards in your house. That's kind of my fear. I think with us doing the retail side, we're keeping our breaks affordable. You still obviously have chances at good hits. Yeah, there's probably a couple case hits that we can't get, but I still think we're keeping everything very affordable for that aspect. So I think my concentration in breaks are going to be in the hobby. However, I do want to share some fun news, which is we will do some Topps Football Hobby Finest. Yes, that is how much the 5 boxes cost me. Ramen and cards. But I did hit EQL today. I did not hit a full case, but I did hit Topps Finest hobby boxes. So we will have Topps Hobby Football to do for breaks coming up in the future. So that's awesome news. Happy about that. Hit finally something. I wish we hit the full case. That didn't work out, but I will not cry over 5 boxes, because I've been getting smoked on all the other EQLs and all the other pickups. So I will take that and run. So we will have hobby football to run in breaks in the future. So, all right. So let's kick it off. I've got our tags in. We're going to work our way bottom to up top. So CJ, you are going to get the first Topps Chrome blaster box. Good luck to you. You have the Giants. Everyone else has their teams. Good luck. Tomorrow, the 10 hanger box break will go up. So be on the lookout for that time. That will be up at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be the Topps Chrome hanger box break. 10 hanger boxes. There is a lot of people who are putting the resells on blasters, just wanting crazy prices on them, and I'm not going to pay $80 for a blaster box. Pass. It's also not worth it. So I'm just trying to keep the break prices reasonable. You guys can see I'm not gouging the hell out of you with a lot of these products. Honestly, The best break I can make is the one that fills. that to me is the best break. I did a good break if it fills. All right, here is your first Topps Chrome blaster box. And Matt Stafford is going to be your buybacks on these as a reminder. Kyle Duggar, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tyler Higbee, Nick Emorwari on the Pulsar for the Seahawks. Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, great. The other one's screaming now. Marvin Harrison Jr., Quinnen Williams, Cam Robinson, Nick Scorton rookie, Rashawn Gary, Brandon Ayuk, Justin Jefferson, red, white, and blue, Deshaun Hand, Dalton Kincaid, Ray Wave, Trey McBride, Buda Baker on the football leather. That's not numbered. Derek Harmon, Lane Johnson, Puka Nacua, Lamar Jackson on the refractor. There you go. Tyler Shuck on the refractor. Is that a photo? No. Tyler Shuck, photo refractor for the Saints. It's probably oh, there it is. It's going to Jaw. Then we got a Darnell Mooney, Grant Delpit, Fortune 15 going to the Bears and Walter Payton refractor. Garrett Williams, Bucky Irving, Hollywood Brown, Hunter Henry Wave, and Darian Porter. No big rookies otherwise than the Shuck refractor, so I guess it was a one and done on that one. This is 26/143. Nick's still owning this game, but they ain't running away from it, that's for sure. What's up, Mike? $74. You got it. All right, no Giants to share with. It was nice to be nominated. I tried. What's up, Ash? Damn. Can't buy a bucket right now. Empty box. Get you down for 64, Ash. All right, so Brian Tanner, you have the Giants in this one. Definitely seen photos of people that have had good breaks, good hits out of these. I can't swear that I know exactly if they're truthful or if they're just somebody like, there's people saying, oh, I pulled a kaiju. And they're like, I don't know if you can actually pull, I think like the checklist said you can't pull kaijus out of blasters, but people are saying they are. So I don't know. Hard to believe sometimes what people are posting on some of these things. I tell people, I say, you see a lot of the big hits that people are pulling, but you're not seeing what they're not pulling. You're not seeing the bad boxes. I watched Run Good Life's video today, and he had a pretty atrocious box. Bryce Young, Brandon Cooks, George Kittle on the power players, Joe Milton on the red, white, and blue for the Cowboys, Rashawn Johnson, Ray Wave, Najee Harris for the Chargers, Ray Wave again for Bijan Robinson for the Falcons, Jaden Higgins, Will McDonald, Christian Kirk, Brock Purdy refractor, Tesla on a refractor. Nice for the Lions, going to Thomas. Thomas, it's not an auto, but it's a Tesla refractor, so that's something. Trayvon Sweet, Tyler Aguilar, Jordan Milata, Vladdy McConkey for the Chargers, Jalen Phillips, Trayvon Walker, Joe Burrow on the Ray Wave. There's a Scattaboo going to Brian Tanner. Nice. And the Knicks are not putting the Hawks away. They are letting them get way back too much into this game. Nice one for Ryan Tanner. I really hate that they're playing NBA games on Amazon Prime. Like, I feel like playoff games should be on the basic cable channels, like the major broadcast channels, not on streaming services. Evan Ingram, J.C. Horn, Kyle Duggar, T. Higgins on the Pulsar, Drake May. That's Drake May. Rashawn Gary, Cameron Dicker, and Isaac Tesla again. Base rookie. You got 2 Teslas. Or Tesla. Or Tesla. Man. All right. Man, I tell you though, like, I feel like if the Knicks actually want to win into the playoffs and win deep, they've got to take these games and they have got to just put them away. I mean, I give the Hawks credit for fighting back, but the Knicks have got to put these. There is way tougher teams they're going to face here. All right, Spencer Sharp has the Giants in this one. I just wanted to send someone a note. 1 second. All right. I mean, NBA basketball a couple years ago, I was watching the 76ers and the Knicks play. My God, you thought you were watching street ball. The way those guys were. Had a momentary blip in our internet. Sorry about that. But I tell you, playoff football is intense. Or playoff basketball is intense. Super intense. So it's fun basketball to watch. Obviously, if your team's not in it, it's not quite as much fun. But it's been keeping me engaged. My NASCAR team's frankly stunk right now. Josh Berry and Noah Gragson haven't been doing good. I'm trying to follow Chase Briscoe because I got to do the race with him not that long ago. But just it's going to take a little bit to get used to him. All right, here we go. We're going to kick it off with a Giants card going to Spencer Sharp right out of the gate. Theo Johnson. Raheem Mostert. Refractor Justin Jefferson for the Vikings on the all chrome. Kenneth Grant. DeForest Buckner. Brian Thomas Jr. Kyle Duggar. Then Abdul Carter refractor going to Spencer Sharp. Very nice. Tyson Bagent. James Cook. Chris Boswell for the all chrome. Quentin Nelson. AJ Brown. Dawson Knox, who doesn't want to stay with the rest of the pack. Darren Bland, Dylan Gabriel, Tank Bigsby, Jalen Hurts, Mac Hollins. Yeah, Pistons lost after Cade dropped like 39 points too. Trey McBride, Pulsar, Romeo Dobbs, Rashawn Gary, Abdul Carter, power players, nice. Rashard Smith, Trent McDuffie, Garrett Wilson, Legends of the Gridiron, Devin Hester, Denzel Ward, red, white, and blue. I do like the fact that the blaster boxes do offer different parallels, and it's not just the same parallels in every box like we've seen typically with a lot of Prism products. So it does kind of add a different dynamic to it. But I tell you, what I don't like is there are so many parallels in Topps Chrome Hobby. It's like there's so many 250 out of 250s. There's so many, like there's just it's impossible to try to collect the rainbow. Like it really is. Like you cannot collect the rainbow in this product. You will spend so much money trying to collect it. There it is. Just looking for graded card sleeves. All right. This is Spencer Sharp. Man, all of a sudden the rim in this game has turned into nothing wants to go in. All right. Next up, we've got Ja with the Giants. Everyone else theirs. But we'll count away at these blasters and these hangers. Megas should be coming in the future. I'm not getting the Target notifications when this stuff is dropping, although Walmart hasn't dropped theirs. Shields hasn't dropped theirs. Ace Hardware. If y'all aren't aware, go check your Ace Hardware soon. They may have products for this. God, I think the Knicks, if they had just made some shots here, they would have run away with this game. But, man, now they can't get the ball to go in the bucket. Now it's a 3-point game. Very bad to drop this game. Ugh. Guys within one now. Not good. Not good indeed. All right. Here we go. Ja for this one. Everyone else with theirs. Ramondre Stevenson, Jeremy Chin, Lad McConkey refractor, Landon Jackson, Quentin Nelson, Turpin, Justin Jefferson on the Fortune 15, Jaden Higgins, red, white, and blue for the Texans, Josh Jacobs, Kellen Mullings for the Titans, Troy Franklin, Pulsar, Tez Johnson, Josh Sweat, Jalen Warren, Montez Sweet refractor, Darren Porter refractor, Tommy Tremble, Chris Jones, TJ Watt power players, Jalen McLaughlin, Alan Lazard, Marion Hampton. Hey, we got a numbered card. Jake Bates, 10/99, going to the Lions on a green lava. Jake Bates for the Lions. Thomas hitting again. He's got a kicker and a T-Slaw. Jordan James, Darius Slayton going to Ja, De'Ami Brown, DeAndre Swift, and Jonathan Taylor. This is exactly why I want to mix in some form of hobby boxes that we have guaranteed hits coming out of them with this product. Because this is, even in the hobby versions of this, you're going to run into this where you're going to just get these breaks where you're going to like smash your head against the wall and go, what in the world did I just spend my money on? And some people were talking to me. They're like, you know, this is the kind of product that could really set up a ruin of a hobby shop, not because of how much they spend in it, but that their client base comes in, they buy a $1,200 box, and then they can't, and then they go home and they open it and they basically regret every second of them buying it and then basically decide they're done with cards. And then you lose all your return customers. I don't blame them. I agree with that philosophy. So this is a boom or bust. This product from a hobby perspective and a jumbo perspective reminds me of absolute baseball or absolute football. You either hit that kaboom and hit big or you bust out hard when it comes to the hobby. Retail, not so much. That's why we're doing it. But the hobbies, man. It's boom or bust. And in the break side, you're going to have a lot of busts. Empty box. All right, sounds good, Kathy. I'm going to send you that shipping notice before I go to bed, so you'll have it in your messenger in the morning. Kathy did some card hunting for me today, so sending her some money and a shipping label so we can have it for future breaks. All right. Last pack of Chrome. All right. Here we go. This one is going to be Corey. You have the Giants on this one. Everyone else has their teams. Good luck. Tony Pollard, Demarion Overshone, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's a photo variation of Amon-Ra. Man, the Lions are having themselves a break. That's a photo variation of Amon-Ra. All the good cards have been the Lions cards so far. Although we did just get a Drake May red, white, and blue on this first Topps licensed card. We'll go to the Patriots, if I can get it to focus. Man, Knicks just could not get a bucket to go. Jalen Wright, Eric McCoy, Joel Coker, Riley Leonard, Tank Dell, Chris Godwin, Darren Bland, Trey Harris on refractor rookie, Jaylee McCullen, Colton Miller, Travis Hunter for the Jaguars on the Fortune 15. Nice for the Jag spot. Trey Benson, Jason Myers, Mark Andrews, Trent Williams on the Ray Wave, Matthew Golden, Max Crosby, Justin Fields. Hey, for the Chiefs, Omar Norman Lott on the sticker auto. Gase Davis, Bretton Strange, Trayvon Diggs, Calvin Ridley, and Malachi Starks. Give me 1 second. Our washer is making a very high-pitched noise, and I do not want it to wake my children up. Oof. Man, McCollum is crushing the Knicks right now. Let me well, it stopped, so. Oh boy. That's not good. All right. Nope, it's still ringing. I need to turn that off for now. do not need that weight keep my shoulder up. That thing is very high pitched right now. Oh my God, I can't believe the Knicks just blew that game. Wow. All right, so we got silhouettes here. So Ken Huber is going to get 2 packs, and Becky is going to get 2 packs. All right. Man, I cannot believe the Knicks just blew that game. That is depressing that they just blew that game horribly. All right. So, Ken, you're going to get 2 packs on the left. Becky, you are going to get 2 packs on the right. So there you are. Empty box. We're going to get 4 autographs or memorabilia cards out of this one. So, Giants NIL is what you guys have. Everyone else has their team, so good luck. All right, so these are going to be Ken for NIL and Giants, NIL and Giants, which Ken's going to start himself off with a Dylan Stewart, and then a 40 of 49. Any 40s tonight? $40 of 49. No 40s. That is going to be a Daryl Green going to the Washington Commanders, going to Joshua Stevenson. 40 of 49. So this is probably an auto back here. Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys, handcrafted. And this way. It's going to be for the Cowboys. That is George Teague. 79 of 199 going to the Dallas Cowboys. That's Jaw, if I remember correctly. That is Jaw. Nice auto for Jaw. Cowboys, I tell you, the Cowboys are very prominent in silhouettes. Like, I think we haven't not hit a Cowboys card in a hobby box yet. I do have one more silhouette left that is en route, actually. But that I found the Panini Black is kind of what I'm going to lean on a little bit. And then we have Finest coming soon. Pack 2 for Ken, Giants, and NIL chances. Everyone else there is here. Knicks losing this game is completely unacceptable. That's all I can say. All right. Another one for the NIL spot, Michael Tafe. That's the hit right there. So, unless we have 2 hits in this one. 30 of 49 for the Green Bay Packers. For Brett Favre. No 30s tonight. So on Sundays, I release them on 5, 6, 7, and if I have a 4th one, 8 o'clock. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it is 6, 7, and 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I can actually here. Let me do this for you. Just if anybody is also wondering themselves. These are the breaks and times Eastern Standard Time going up tomorrow. Oh, God. Can't believe they lost that game. Mean Joe Green on the silhouettes for... Wait. Yeah, it's over. All right. Michael Tafe. And wow. Look at that. Absolutely nasty patch. Brian Mitchell, 3 of 10. Holy cow. What a patch. That, my friends, that is a relic. That is a relic. That. Wow. What a nice patch that is. Is that game used? Not for any specific game event. Autographs guaranteed, though. That's still a nasty patch. That's the kind of patches you want to see in cards. No, that is very much a Redskins patch right there. Joshua. Super nice hit. That is disgusting. Wow. Actually, you know what? That one deserves front and center. Really nice. All right. These are Ken's. All right. See, like, that's the kind of stuff you want to see in boxes. That's what you're hoping to see. That's what we want to see. That's the stuff that makes us excited to open the product. That's why I got the Prism black stuff. Not Prism. I keep saying Prism. Panini black. Because it has patches like that in it. Like, that's the stuff you're like, oh, I want to get into more breaks like that because that stuff's cool. All right. It's definitely an auto in this one. By the way, our 101 Panini bounty is back to $10 after we hit it twice last break. Edgerrin James for the Colts. For the Chicago Bears, Julius Peppers, 45 of 99. Back card, Ray Lewis for the Ravens on the die cut Super Bowl. And Colts. Oh, do we get a Peyton? Are we going to get a Peyton auto here? What do you think? Can we get a Peyton finally? Because we know it's a legend, right? Or is it going to be an Edgerrin James? Is it going to be a Peyton? Are we going to get a Peyton finally? That does not look like Peyton. Who is that? Lenny Moore for the Baltimore Colts. That's going to go to the Indianapolis Colts. 98 and 99. Not a Ravens card. That is a, we'll go to the Indianapolis Colts because they moved. Kind of cool. 98 and 99. Lenny Moore. All right. Last pack in this break, and then we're going to do our baseball break. All right, let's see if we can match a. So we've been 3 for 3 on autos. So probability is this is going to be a relic, but you never know. You never know. Kashawn Henderson going to the NIL spot. Julio Jones, 73. A couple people just a little bit off on that one. For the Falcons, 73, 149. Calvin Johnson, Superstars, and the final card of the break. I think it's an NIL card. That is an NIL card. That is Kevin Jennings, 19 of 49 on the relic card. That is going to go to Becky. The SMU card. I thought it was funny last week when we did Chrome. That Chrome ended up being the weakest of all the boxes with all the hype around it. But we got Panini Black that we're going to do this week with it. We've got our 10 Chrome boxes we're going to do. I think Silhouette's crushed Chrome. in that break. Now, granted, if we had a Superfractor or a 101 or a Kaiju or a K-Set, it would have been a different story, but I think Silhouette's crushed on that one. So, all right, let's do a recap, and we're going to go on to our baseball break. You're welcome, Becky. All right. All right. Recap for this one, and then we're going to do baseball. Julio Jones to 149. That was Julius Peppers to 99. Travis Hunter, Fortune 15. Red, white, and blue, Jaden Higgins, rookie. Dylan Gabriel on the base, rookie. Tesla on the base, rookie. Emma Wari on the Pulsar, rookie. Kevin Jennings to 49 on the patch card for SMU and the NIL spot. No, I have no Breaker's Delight of any of those. The only Breaker's Delight I have been able to find are ones that I buy secondary, and those are when they're way after the fact. They are extremely, absurdly expensive. Omar Norman Lott, rookie. Lenny Moore to 99. Frame signatures, George Teague to 199. Brett Favre to 49 for the Packers. Jake Bates to 99. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the photo variation for the Lions. Tesla on the refractor for the Lions. Shuck on the refractor for the Saints. And definitely card of the break. Brian Mitchell, 3 of 10 with a nasty patch in that one. All right. Baseball's coming up. It's going to be break 1 through 26, 144. All right. Let me get you set up. We're going to run a monster race. Who is going to establish who gets the Yankees in this one? Oops. Sorry, not the Yankees, the Red Sox in this one. I said Yankees. It's Red Sox. All right. 30 seconds. I'm going to flip your screen over. We're going to have, if you are in the break, I'm going to give you a choice again. If you happen to get the top spot, if you want the Heritage or if you want the Prospect Edition, that will determine the direction that I go. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Here's your monster race. This is top 3. Get the Red Sox. And your winner. It's going to be Josh. He's going to take top spot. Josh, if you are still in the break, so I've got Josh, Mark, and Brian. Josh, you have a choice. Do you want your box, top box, to be Prospect Edition, or do you want it to be the Heritage box? I am giving you the choice for what you have the Red Sox in. You can take Prospect or you can take Heritage. So if you take Prospect, top 2 spots will get Prospect, 3rd spot will get Heritage. If you want the Heritage, you'll take the Heritage and the other 2 spots will take Prospect. So to determine our order. So, Josh, if you're still on the break, let me know. You want Heritage? Okay. So, we will do the Prospect editions first, then, and then we'll do the Heritage last. All right. Let me grab them. All right, so Josh has taken Heritage as his spot for the Red Sox. So we'll do the prospects first. So Brian Tanner and Mark Hudson, you are each going to get the Red Sox in the prospect boxes. All right, there's that. Get the tags in for break 26-144. I got Josh, Mark, Brian, Brad, Ken, Greg, Sean, Hayden, Mr. Mazurek, Kathy, Mike Kilmer, Ken, Sean, James. I was glad I was able to find some some baseball products to bring to you all and kind of break up some of the stuff we were doing. And Michael. All right, I got tags in. We've got break 26-144. Fix that. All right, here we go. Brian Tanner, you have the Red Sox this one. Everyone else has theirs. We have yet to hit a kaboom out of this product yet. So half of this case is in the card shop. Half of this case was broken here. Yet to see a kaboom. I am trying to inquire if I can get a third case of this. Just because like you all had voted on that nobody said they didn't want it. They did say they wanted to see it mixed with some other stuff, which I'm happy to oblige. So we'll see if we can find some other things we can mix it with. So we will see. But I definitely feel like we've gotten a good share of autos out of this and some really good autos too. All right, here we go. Brian Tanner, Red Sox, everyone else there's good luck. You know what? I'm not even going to try to see if there's a kaboom in here. Braden Montgomery, Ike Irish, Cade Horton for the Chicago Cubs. Going to Sean Stickle. That is not numbered. I will say this one thing is these boxes have been absolute break credit killers for me. Break credit benefactors for you all. Break credit killers for me. Miles Naylor for the Oakland. Charlie Condon. 262 of 299. Let's go to Christian Moore and the Angels. Canarella. Mitch Voigt. Jamie Arnold. Chase Davis. Slade Caldwell autograph. Future Legends for the Diamondbacks. Excuse me. I am trying for my first time tonight to sleep with a night guard because I've been having horrible, horrible issues with my teeth and them being overly temperature sensitive to cold, especially. The ENT thinks that it has to do with grinding my teeth at night. So I said, fine, I can't deal with this pain anymore. We'll give it a whirl. Carson Beng, that is 69 of 99. No 69s tonight. Paul Skeens, Seth Hernandez, Cody Bowker, Ty Pete, Luke Stevenson, Cade Anderson, Gavin Fine, Riley Kelly for the Rockies. That is 86 of 149 going to the Rockies. Travis Bazzana for the Guardians, 172, 199 for the Angels. Tyler Bremner, Bubba Chandler, Schoolcraft, Matt Shaw, Brady House, Ethan Solis, Braylon Daughtry on the laser for the Guardians. That is man. If you had 19 tonight, you would have crushed. 19 of 39 going to the Guardians on that one. Jesus DePaula, Jacob Wilson, Sagano, Selson, Cuso, Cole Carrig, Owen Hall for the Detroit Tigers, red. That is 175 or 199. 175 also hit a lot tonight, too. Let's leave up a couple of these here. Yeah, 19 has been popping off tonight. I looked at a lot of basketball products. Basketball products are still pretty up there in price. What I found was those Topps Finest boxes, which were definitely cheaper than being in the unlicensed era, but were more affordable. So kind of doing a cheaper basketball for Friday, where we can still do those Glory of the Game boxes, which that one Glory of the Game box we hit was really nice. Having that 7-pace relic card, which had all those legends, which I do need to still message those people. I just remembered that. I just reminded myself of that. It's kind of weird to think that this weekend I was up in New Jersey for 3 days, staying in a hotel and basically having like a mini vacation, and then just run back home. It seems like such a whirlwind. All right. Marcus Phillips, that's for Boston, going to Brian Tanner. Ethan Holiday for the Rockies. Merrick Houston, 34. Do we have any 34s tonight? No 34s. Mark Houston for the Twinkies. Max Williams, Vance Honeycutt, Arquette, Jesus Made, Max Bellew for the Rockies. 179 and 199 for the Rockies. Rockies having themselves a little break here. Nolan Schubart. Eli Willett, Cade Anderson, Jacob Gonzalez, and Brandon Neely for the Red Sox. All right. There is box 1. We're going to go on to box 2 of Prospect. Empty box. All right. Are we going to find a kaboom? Is it finally going to happen? I feel like we keep getting closer, but yet We're so far away at the same time. I'm going to have to literally start grabbing boxes out of the card shop and bringing them back home. Trying to chase this silly kaboom. Oh, I just want to see it. I just want to have that kaboom. All right, let's go. Not even going to try to peek. All right, let's go. Mark Hudson has the Red Sox. Everyone else has there. Colin Hook, Franklin Arias for the Red Sox. Quentin Young autograph for the Twinkies. That is 40 of 125. Man, so many of you have been so close on your serial numbers around these. So close by so many of you. Right around this one. Chase Davis for the Cardinals. That is not numbered. Cam Canarella, Gage Wood, Ethan Frey, Brody Brecht, Seth Hernandez, Riley Quick, Justin Lampkin, Cam Caminiti, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Riley Kelly, 38. No 38s. For the Rockies, Luis Pena, Johnny Farmelo, Dylan Drayling, Esteban Maya, Arun Escobar. That is numbered 96 and 99. Escobar for the Phillies. Going to Ken. Charlie Soto. 144, 149, and 144s. Quentin Young, Noah Schultz. That is 38. My goodness. We are, seriously, there are two numbers that have just hit like crazy tonight. 19 and 38. Noah Schultz for the White Sox. All right. Dante Nori for the Phillies. Bryce Cunningham for the Yankees. Cade Horton for the Cubs. Gary Gill-Hill for the Rays. Nice one for the Yankees. How about a George Lombard Jr.? Not numbered, but that's a nice one. Nice George Lombard Jr. That's a good hit. Go to Mark Hudson. That's nice. Micah Buckman, Aloyo, 192, 199, Arun Escobar, Chris Cortez, Ben Hess, Hagen Smith, Kason Cunningham, Morales, Luke Stevenson for the Mariners, 30 of 99, Ethan Salas, Devin Taylor, Daniel Pierce, Cabrera, Hayden Harris, Wyatt Sanford, Ricardo Cabrera for the Reds, going to Kathy. 138. No 138s. Of 199, Cabrera. We got Cody Bowker, Caden Bodine, Voigt 123. Where's Lynn? Lynn, that's your number. Gage Wood and Brenton Summerhill. No kaboom again. Well, that odd tells me there's 7 boxes, unless somebody's already hit it out of the card shop. Out of those 7 boxes, there's a kaboom sitting in one of those boxes. I guess we'll see how long they sit there for. Otherwise, I'll bring them home and we'll just strip them again. But I am looking at getting another case of this. But I think we've done well with like the autos we've gotten and the numbered cards we've gotten. And honestly, for some of the price points we've done these at, not too bad. All right. Heritage. Josh, you have the Red Sox on this one. Good luck. Looking for those Roman Anthonys. All right. Let's see if Heritage will be good to us and give us an auto. I've seen some people saying they've had entire cases of Heritage where they've gotten absolutely nothing. They've gotten 12 relics out of 12 Heritage boxes. Well, let's hope that doesn't become us. There's a die cut ticket there. Cody Rhodes sporting a massive black eye. All right, here we go. Guess we'll go like this. Oh. All right, here we go. Butler, Baez, McCutchen, Garcia, Drake Baldwin, Joe Adell backwards, just a chrome card. I'll do a random number generator and we'll say what spot these go to. Let's do a random number for 4. Main site. All right, we're just going to do a random 1 through 4. By the random number generator, we'll determine which spot. Running that random right now, and it will go to spot 2. So it'll be the upper right corner because 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these 4 quad cards, unless it's a big hit card, these base cards will go to spot 2. Robinson Pena, Bryce Eldridge, Luis Morales, Yordan Alvarez, Braxton Ashcraft, Bryce Terang, Paul Skeens on the blue speckles. We'll sleeve that one. Ha-Seong Kim on the refractor chrome. Roman Anthony rookie. There's one for you, Josh. Jordan Walker, Matt Olson, Cole Raggins, Luis Gill, Pete Crow Armstrong, William Contreras, Cedena Rafaela, Suarez, Donovan, Beavers, Sasaki, Dominguez, Martinez, Pete Alonso, Sonny Gray, Ha-Seong Kim, BB, Jazz Chisholm, Jaron Duran, Dane Myers, Aaron Judge, Kafus, Dalton Varsho, Gunnar Henderson. Harry Ford, Luis Robert Jr., Riley Green, there's our relic or hit. Marcus Semien for the Rangers. Brad Harriger gets that one. Brandon Nemo, Jose Ramirez, Wilson Contreras, Kyle Bradish, Shohei Ohtani, Anthony Siegler, Tariq Skubal, Royce Lewis, Ellie De La Cruz, Ben Rice, Weiler Abreu, Victor Mesa Jr., Estevez Suarez, Bryce Harper, Garcia, Hamilton. That is a Carl Yastrzemski on the Ready and Action parallel. Abrams and Duhar, McLean, Slade Sidoni, Bretton Doyle, die cut. That is a ticket die cut, short print. That will go to the Giant spot. That is not a major hit. Cool die cut, but that'll go to the number 2 spot for the Giants. If that was numbered, I would have randomed it, or would have let the folks decide how they want to handle it. That one's probably goes from a 10-cent to a 50-cent card right there. Mookie on the Chrome Refractor. Jacob Young, Trey Savage, Novel Marte, Lindor, Reynolds, Ring Figo, Mickey Moniak, Brandon Lowe, and Edwin Diaz. All right. Well, let's see if something better can come out of this back half of this Heritage box. Carter, Teal, Royce Lewis, Laureano, Brent Rooker, Riley Green, Bo Bichette, Josh Smith, Junior Caminero, Owen Cassie, Freddie Peralta, Gabriel Marneau, Christian Javier, Kyle Freeland on the Chrome, Carlos Correa, Taj Bradley, Cole Young, Garrett Crockett, Hernandez, Yastrzemski, Devers, Skubal, Skeens. Those will go to the left spot. Grant Taylor, Balsteros, Strom, Holiday, Andy Pages, Rodriguez, Montez de Oca, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Burrows, Caminero, Ward, DeLaunder, Freeman, Cal Raleigh, Schwarber, Manny Machado. Oh, there's a nice Savage. Danzy Swanson. There's a nice Savage parallel. Carson Williams, Moncada, Tovar, Stott, Ha-Seong Kim, Mookie Betts, Estevez Suarez, Carroll and Matt Chapman on the Enterprise. And to finish the box off, we've got Christian Moore, Parker Meadows, Sanchez, Velope, Noel, McMahon. 4-pack. It's going to go to the Cardinals there. Magnum, Lawler, Hader, Darvish, Mazzardo, Fried, Peralta, George Springer, Kyle Schwarber, Otto Lopez, Corbin Burns, Pena, Miller, Clemens, Loperfido, Cam Smith. Pareto is going to end up taking that one. Marcelo Mayer, Acuna, Jensen, Chapman, Brooks Lee, Springer, Baldwin, Aranda, and Sporat. Tomorrow we will have a Topps 2022 Heritage Hobby Box, and we'll do it with a Heritage Topps Finest box, and we'll do it mixed with a Heritage. That's why I went and found that older baseball stuff. I think I'm going to do the iMac on Sunday next week. Figure out what I want to mix it with. All right, let's do a recap of baseball. That one was okay. Solid. One really solid auto out of prospect. Everything else kind of. Paul Skeens on the Chrome Speckles. Roman Anthony, rookie. Trey Savage, rookie. Trey Savage, parallel rookie. Die cut. Seymour's going to take that one. Arun Escobar to 199. Luke Stevenson for Seattle to 99. It's White to 199. Riley Kelly to 299. Charlie Soto to 149. Noah Schultz to 199. Mike Houston to 99. Carson Benj to 99. Christian Moore to 299. Riley Kelly to 149. Tyler Bremner to 199. And the rest of the box. We got Arun Escobar auto for Philadelphia. Was that Kyle S. batting? I would have to look. Escobar to 99. Quentin Young to 125. Game use memorabilia for Marcus Semien. Cabrera to 199. Owen Hall to 199. Cade Horton to nothing. Base auto. Slade Caldwell, future legends. Braylon Daughtry to 39. Max Bellew to 199. And the best auto was the George Lombard Jr. for the Yankees. Asked if the Kyle S. was batting. Kyle Schwarber, that one. Ken, is that the one you were looking about? Doesn't indicate it's a variation or anything. No. Doesn't say it's a short print. Just a chrome. And I'll check the back of these when I do the sorting. I'll look for anything that's an image variation. What does that say? It says banner. Oh, I guess because it's a baseball. Yeah, I guess because it's a baseball, not because of the flags. So I'll take a look at these. These are very hard to pick up right away. Because if you basically had to break them backwards in order to see some of the parallels on these. Yeah. So when I sort them, I will try to look for any parallels or image variations in there. All right. We are moving on to our last break of the night, which is going to be a Pokemon break. If this was your last break of the night, I want to thank everybody for getting into the break tonight. Like I said, we have 3 breaks going up tomorrow. We've got another WWE Mega Boxes. We also have our 10-box Topps Chrome football hanger break. And then we will have our baseball will be another Heritage, but that will be with 2022 Finest. And then on Friday, look forward to, we're going to bring back, well, the very, very, very last Bowman Draft hobby box I have. It's sitting in the shop marinating. It's not going anywhere. I just figured let's just break it. And we can really, truly be done with all of the Bowman Draft boxes. So, all right, I'm going to get the Pokemon set. Give me 1 minute. All right. Hey, no problem, Josh. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. All right. So this will be our Pokemon break. I'm going to just do a traditional random run on this one to random the energies. We've got everybody paid in this one. I'm really glad that we were able to get some Finest football. It's been frustrating, to say the least, trying to find products and not that are just gouged to the moon. All right. That. The price gouging has just been awful. And now the thing is like, you're going to see rebuy prices that shops are going to buy it at, and they're going to buy it at these insane prices because that's where the market decided it's going to set the price point at. And it's going to be hard for it to recover down, or else a lot of shops are going to lose a lot of money. All right. Grass, water, fire, lightning, fighting, trainer. It's going to be the trainer, dragon, spot. Then we have metal, darkness, psychic, and colorless. All right. So this is going to be break. This is going to be break 26-145. It's going to be your Pokemon break. We've got 7 different products on this one. We're going to random the energies on this one. I'm going to run it. It's going to be a little behind the scenes, but I'm going to run this random here real quick, and we are going to roll. Your energies will pop up on the screen as you see them shortly. I'm going to run it via random.org. It's going to run 15 times, so good luck. And I'm done. There are your energies. And we get the tags in for this one. 26-145. We've got Ash, Sean Stickle, Andrew Huther, Cody, Ryan, Ravel, Jacoby, and Mark. All right, I got the tags in. We are ready to start our Pokemon break. All right, so I'm going to run through. We're going to do the single packs first. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the single packs and the 3 booster box packs here. We are getting a little late, and I want to appreciate all of y'all's time. So we're just going to bust these out. I know this perfect order set, I tell you, the way that this perfect order set is being bought up by folks at stores and the way people are basically stocking the hell out of the places, you would think that this stuff was just as popular as Ascended Heroes. I know it's what's the set that's out right now. I tell you, Ascended Heroes did not have a very long run. That was a very short-lived product out. I think that maybe had 2 or 3 drops at Target, and then that was it. Whereas, like, remember Phantasmal Flames? Like, Phantasmal Flames just never stopped. It just kept coming and coming and coming. Just crazy how long Phantasmal Flames lasted for. $50. And then, like, the UPCs kept coming out. So that's definitely been quite big. All these perfect orders out. Well, at least up to the ETB. I definitely have felt like there's certain products where it's worth, when it comes to Pokemon, it's better to buy like the booster bundles and the ETBs. The UPCs obviously seem like they're kind of rough in the sense that they come with so many mixed packs. Almost there on this, and then we will get rolling on this. You get to all listen to me say these names very horribly. Very, very horribly. Like the worst. When it comes to Pokemon, I do not say the names correct at all. You'll probably say more wrong than I say right. Box. Last of the booster bundles. Lisa's actually been lucky. She's found like a ton of these booster bundles. So that's why I have so many. And I still have, I'm out of the ETBs, but I got a whole mess of other stuff. And actually, Kathy had found some ETBs and she's mailing them to me. So we'll have some, we are definitely covered for Pokemon for a while till at least the next big, I think till the next big release. That is. I think actually Ascended Heroes is supposed to have booster bundles released soon too. So, all right, there we go. There's the booster bundles and the single packs. Good luck. Diende, Gyarados, Staryu, Fletchling, Tyranitar, Judge, Volcanion, Landorus, Volcanion, Serperior, Metal Energy, Code Card, Hippotas, Dartrix, Mawal, Rattata, Barbarbicle, Aramosi, Rose's Encouragement, Fletchinder, Hippotas, Mega Zygarde on the EX, Darkness, Code Card, Snorlax, Snore, Aiden's favorite Pokemon, Esper, Proboss, Sail Fossil, Drapion, Barbicle, Naven, Luminos City, Jacinth, Dugong, Fire Energy, Code Card, Rowlet, Jaw Fossil, Amora, Bunnelby, Luxio, Raticate, Pokepad, Chen Pao, Supa, Landorus, Lightning Energy, Code Card, Ghastly, Crushing Hammer, Sinolidit, Scatterbug, Talonflame, Meowstic, Terragon, Pokepad, Raticate, Telepathic Energy. Raticate's a full art. Don't ask me why I almost ran by Raticate. I have no idea why I just almost blew past the Raticate. Telepathic Energy, Grass Energy, Code Card, Fletchling, Fletchender, Klefki, Binnacle, Jacinth, Shaman, Luminous Gallet, Judge, Vivillon, Chien Pao, Metal Energy, Code Card, Dartrix, Maul Wally, Ratatat, Honedge, Aromatisse, Luxio, Rose's Encouragement, Amora, Rowlet. Ethan actually pulled this card tonight. A Rowlet. He had a pack I let him open, and he actually pulled that card. Aurorus, Darkness Energy. Code Card. Seal, Dewblade, Supaw, Potion, Luminous City, Talonflame, Core Memory, Agalish, Growing Energy, Fire, Code Card, Jaw Fossil, Amora, Vanelby, Hippotos, Jacinth, Hippodon, Pokepad, Skorupi, Nosepass, Rocky Energy, Metal Energy, Code Card, Pokeball, Snivy, Shinix, Tyrant, Meowstic, Tarragon, Diggersby, Telepathic Energy, Scatterbug, Luxray, Grass Energy, Code Card, Fletchender, Klefki, Binnacle, Rowlet, Shaman, Luminous Gallet, Raticate, Tyranitar. Ooh, that's the good Jacinth. Going to the trainer spot. That's going to Ash. That's the good one. That's one of the high-valued ones. Nice. There you go, Ash. Tyrantrum. Fighting Energy. Code Card. Honedge. Spinarak. Nosepass. Skorupi. Vivillon. Agalash. Energy Swatter. Energy Search. Sail Fossil. Yveltal EX. Going to Darkness. Psychic, Code Card, Fletchender, Hippotos, Ratatat, Sail Fossil, Luminous Gallet, Raticate, Jacinth, Skorupi, Meowstic, Gengar Hollow, Fighting Energy, Code Card, Ratatat, Honedge, Spinarak, Nosepass, Naven, Agalash, Tarragon, Spinarak, Shaman, Metal Skamori, going to the metal spot, going to Jacoby. Nice. Water and Code Card. Now we're starting to catch some fire here. Now we're starting to pick up a little bit. Yeah, that trainer spot, man, don't sleep on that one. That is not a bad spot. That has a ton of big hit cards in there. That's why it's actually separated as Zone Energy, basically, because it's got a lot of hits tied to it. Vanelby, Crushing Hammer, Amora, Spinarak, Judge, Volcanion, Shaman, Core Memory, Pokecatcher, Dugong, Basic Energy, Code Card, Vanelby, Hippotos, Dartrix, Mawile, Lumino City, Barbacle, Talonflame, Tyrantanor, Haunter, Rocky Energy, Darkness Energy, Code Card, Energy Search, Staryu, Binnacle, Dartrix, Barbacle, Naven, Teutonitor, Landorus, Tyrantrum, Salazzle, Lightning, Code Card, Binnacle, Rowlet, Jaw Fossil, Amora, Drapion, Energy Swatter, Meowstic, Telepathic Energy, Dende, Mega Clefable. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest hit ones in there for that. I know for that person. Mega Fable, Psychic, Code Card, Skorupi, Supaw, Tyrant, Clefairy, Energy Swatter, Meowstic, Luminous City, Luminous Gallet, Hole Digging Shovel, Energy Recycler. You guys will get that one as well. Darkness, Code Card, Staryu, Klefki, Potion, Rowlet, Erose's Encouragement, Vivillon, Spritzy, Hole Digging Shovel, Forest of Vitality. That's kind of cool. Another one for Thomas and Ash. Psychic and Code Card. Oh, I did that backwards. Forest of Vitality. That's kind of cool. You guys got a couple more trainer cards there. Trainer spots hits well in perfect order. I'll say that. All right. Let's do the Charizard. All right. The promo card will go to the fire spot, which will go to Cody. And a code card. And then we have our 4 packs. Empty box. Empty tin, I should say. All right. A couple Phantasmals here. Let's unpack these. So we've got 2 Phantasmals, 1 Mega Evolution, and 1 Journey Together in this set. All right, here we go. Bagon, Paris, Wingull, Swinub, Hops Camarant, Lily's Pearl, Cincinio, Delmis, Morgrem, Mimikyu EX go into the Psychic spot. Darkness, Code Card, Toxicroak, Seedot, Ralts, Stuffle, Gargansel, Goldengo, Fighting Gong, Spoink, Bulbasaur, Mega Moali for the metal spot. Moali. Fighting Energy, Code Card, Murkrow, Lombre, Duraludon, Pinplup, Crocodile, Meliot, Jumbo Ice Cream, Pawmot, Wigglytuff, Vileplume, Darkness, Code Card, Zigzagoon, Sableye, Prinplup, Charcadet, Mamoswine, Bronzong, Darmanitan, Lotad, Alcremie, and a Rotom for the Lightning. Lightning and Code Card. And now to the ETB. All right. That part away. And some. Thomas, do you guys want this? Do you guys want these? This goes to the fighting spot, so this will go to Mark Hudson for the Tyrant Full Art promo card. But do you guys want like the energies, the dice, and the sleeves? Ash, Thomas, you guys want this stuff? Or you got plenty of it? All right, get these packs out. Oh, and the coin of, I don't even know what that is. All right. All right, here we go. Here is the ETB to close out the breaks for tonight. Thanks to everybody for getting into the breaks tonight. Appreciate you all doing that. And here we go, running it down for the ETB. Dartrix, Benelby, Crushing Hammer, Amora, Vivillon, Luxio, Jacinth, Growing Energy, Rocky Energy. Ooh, that's cool. How about a Salazzle Fire? Going to Cody. All right, here we go. Okay. Fighting Energy, Code Card. Okay. Malo, Ratatat, Honedge, Spinnerack, Amorosities, Rose Encouragement, Vivillon, Luxray, Eradicate again, Telepathic Energy, Water, Code Card, Klefki, Energy Search, Staryu, Binnacle, Barbacle, Radicate, Rose's Encouragement, Snorlax, Vivillon, Chen Pao, Darkness, Code Card, Amora, Benelby, Hippotas, Dartrix, Radicate, Pokepad, Barbacle, Rose's Encouragement, Honedge, Rocky Edge, Basic Energy, Code Card, Snorlax, Dende, Britzy, Eridos, Turtonator, Shaman, Luminous Gallet, Luxio, Tyrant, Mega Starmie EX. That's a cool one. Going to the water spot. Water Sean. That one's kind of cool. It's the IR of that one. That's cool. Get this Eradicate. And to finish it off for the ETB, Basic Energy, Code Card, Klefki, Binnacle, Rowlet, Jaw Fossil, Shaman, Luminous Gallet, Luxio, Dugong, Energy Swatter, Dugong, Metal Energy, Code Card, Fletchling, Scatterbug, Haunter, Proboss, Navine, Hippodon, Pokepad, Spinarak, Binnacle, Meowth EX, Basic Energy, Code Card, Gyarados, Staryu, Fletchling, Fletchhinder, Judge, Tyranitar, Jacinth, Jaw Fossil, Dartrix, Superior, Basic Energy, Code Card, Pokecatcher, Ghastly, Esper, Sanadit, Drapion, Judge, Volcanion, Hawlucha, Hole Digging Shovel, Gengar, Lightning, and Code Card rounds out the break. All right, let's do a recap. And you guys saw in the comments I left where the breaks are for tomorrow. So should be another good set of breaks put up there. Man, those kabooms are killing me right now with Prospect Edition. All right, you got a Meowth EX, Mimikyu EX, Mega Mawile EX, Rotom EX, Mega Charizard Y EX, Salazzle EX, Mega Clefable EX, Yveltal EX, 2 Raticate IRs, Rowlet on the IR, Mega Starmie on the IR, Salazzle on the SIR, Mega Skamori on the, I guess that's the IR. We had the Energy Recycler and the Forest of Vitality. And then we had the Mega Zygarde EX, and the best card of the break was the Trainer Jacinth. It's a nice card. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for the breaks for tonight. Thank you all for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Maybe Wednesday night we'll maybe drop some games in there. Maybe we'll do some late night poker, break poker. We'll kind of see. I'll throw some games in. We got to find a way to do some trivia back in. Last couple times I've done trivia, it hasn't gone well. So we'll see what we can do for sure. But hope you all have a great night. Hope you all have a great week, and we will catch you back here hopefully on Wednesday night. Otherwise, have a great week. Have a great night, and we'll see you all.